This is going to be a complete guide on creating your character and choosing archetypes, including their trade skills, and which you should pick in New World Aeternum. So as you can see here, when you come to the character creation at the start of the game, we can choose between a soldier, a destroyer, a ranger, a musketeer, an occultist, a mystic, or a sword bearer. What you'll then see underneath here is that they have weapon skills, and you'll also see that they actually start with different weapons, where you get a sword and shield as a soldier, a destroyer has this huge hammer, a ranger, of course, has a bow, musketeers with swords and guns, occultists, a staff, mystics with staves and whatever we're even calling this, and then sword bearers with these great big two-handed swords and a musket. So you can actually change these once you create your character, so don't worry too much about getting stuck into one that you don't really want to be in, and you do get two different things. So like you can see, you've got a sword and a shield here, but also a hatchet. The main thing where you're going to gain an advantage is the trade skills that these bring. For example, a soldier has weaponsmithing, mining, and smelting. And if you hover over each one, you can see what it actually provides. Weaponsmithing allows you to craft metal weapons, and you start with a boost in weaponsmithing, mining, and smelting because of these trade skills here. So early on in the game, you're going to want to go, ideally, with the biggest advantage to what you want to do. If you want to get ahead in things like combat, then maybe you want to go for something like a destroyer. Reason being, they have armoring, leatherworking, and skinning, meaning you can get raw hides and leather, etc. from beasts, and also be able to make armor with it. So that's a really good balance. Or with the soldier, you could go for weaponsmithing, making metal weapons, and actually being able to mine and smelt those weapons, well, smelt it into weapons as well. So that's another good one if you're going for a combat advantage earlier on. Whereas if you want to go for more of a collecting materials kind of basis, you could maybe go for something like a musketeer, as they have weaving, refining plant fibers into workable cloth, harvesting for more valuable plant fibers, and then they've got armoring as well. I would say the best one, if you are just going for collecting materials and things like that, would be the sword bearer, where they have leatherworking, fishing, and cooking. And then the best one I would say personally for combat would be the soldier or the destroyer for armoring or weaponsmithing. But these only give you an advantage earlier on in the game. As you get later, you know, you'll be getting these skills anyway, so you don't have to worry. And all of the stats you will get, you will be able to respec later too. So you can then press continue, and then you go on to the actual appearance of character creation. They've got a lot of different ones here. Changing their hairstyle, features, eye colour, and things like that. Once you're ready with that, you press continue, and then you put in your name. After that, you can then actually change which server you are on, finally. Characters from Fresh Start Worlds may transfer to this world. So Fresh Start World is like basically a new one. I can click Change World, and then you can click between here, like EU, US, you know, whichever ones you want to go for. I'm in London, so obviously EU is going to be the best for me, and you've got 0 out of 4 characters on there. So under EU Central, these are the populations that I can then choose. So because I am a new player, I would prefer to go on to a new start world. So I'm going to go on to Phoenix, select world, and then continue. And there you go, guys. That is everything you need to know for character creation and which archetype to select.